Hello, welcome to my Web University free education videos. My name is Wahid Lutfi. I'm going to cover Windows operating system, 62 most useful commands. We have already covered 28 of these ones that are highlighted in green, kind of a darkish green color, starting with attribute, and last one is hostname. The first two rows have been already covered on two video. Row 1 and row 2 is covered on one video, and row 3 and 4 is covered on another video. And my original plan was to cover two of these sessions within one video, but I thought that it's going to be just too long for you to see all of them. So I'm going to cover starting with FS statement to the last X copy, whatever is left here on this row 5 to row 9 that are highlighted in black color. And as you can see that they start with the FS statement, and I'm going to cover all of these ones tonight that make directory, make dir, and then more and move and so on. So let's just show you exactly what I have already on my YouTube channel. On my YouTube channel, which is my Web University free education videos, you're welcome to watch all these videos, including Python programming, C++ programming, C, and then awk shell scripting, bash scripting, and Linux operating system, Unix operating system, Windows, and then related other topics that I have covered here. So the Windows operating system, as you can see in this video and this one, basically one of them is 1 hour and 17 minutes, which is part 1 of this video. As you can see here, I wrote part 1 first 14 commands, and then this is part 2 second 14 commands. These 28 commands were on this session that I showed you that are already covered on dark green color-ish. And then the next one that are coming on tonight topic, starting with the FS statement, will be covered in this video. So without further ado, let me just get started. And in order to do that one, I've already have the download the PDF files here that I did previously. So let me just open the PDF file here, and then as you can see on this PDF file, I open it in 2-page view. The first page shows the first 2 rows, which I have already covered, and then the second row is starting with DOS key and find string. Those 2 rows are also covered on that video, and then again in the FS statement through the X copy will be covered tonight. So in general, this overview is basically telling you that you can just watch these commands and learn them. The goal is to just learn how to get help on these commands, and as well as how to show you some kind of examples, so demonstrated those ones. And then you have all the documentation and videos at youtube.com/@my-web-university, which is my YouTube channel, as well as you can go to and the help PDF, which I'm going to show you next tonight, that you can get help on all of these commands here. So you can see here, there's some disclaimer that some of the help documentation was originally written by the operating system developers, which is Microsoft. And then I'm just trying to make it examples and free training for you, so you could use it for your school and classes, and just help your job do better at your job. So these are some of the examples that we have already covered. I'm going through quick screenshots so you can see all the examples is in a really nice format. And these PDF files is also on the included on the description of the video. So you're welcome to just download it. It's free for your use. The whole PDF files. For tonight, the example that I'm going to cover, it will be on the video, but it will not be in the PDF format. I'm going to just post this one just as a kind of like notes that you know with the format that we are doing it, and if you want to review the commands that are already covered. But in order for you to understand the commands that I'm covering tonight, you have to watch this video from that part where the if statement starts till the end, which is X copy. So let's get started with the details of what I'm going to cover. In order to show you what I'm covering, I'm going to go to the first one, which is this if statement. As you can see, I just highlighted this one, and the circle pointer is pointing to the if statement. So just to do that one, let's just open a command prompt first. CMD, you type in CMD, and then as you can see, when you type in CMD, Microsoft Windows version 10 is showing. You can also get that information by typing CMD. As many times you open a command subshell, it opens a one there. So in the previous example, we covered exit and the CMD. So I'm going to type in exit once. It will exit me out of this one. Then I type in exit the second time. It exits me this one. And now if I exit one more time, the whole command prompt closes. So let me just demonstrate that one a second time by just opening a command prompt. But this time I'm just not going to type in CMD or anything. I'm just going to show you the first command, which is if statement. So with this if statement, you can see that there's a number of ways you can get help on it. First, from the Windows operating system, you can type in help if statement. The case sensitivity doesn't matter whether you type it in uppercase or lowercase. Windows automatically converts it in uppercase. So it's not a problem if you just have it in lowercase, clear screen, and then say help F. It will do the same thing as if you type it in uppercase. It's going to give you the syntax of that command, which is say if some condition is happening, do something. And then if not number, for example, error level, number, and then command. And then here's some string comparison, and then exit if this file doesn't exist, if not exist, file name, then run the command. So some of these examples I will show you in detail. For example, here it shows you if exists a file name, then you have this left parentheses, right parentheses. Within that one, you write the commands or list of commands to execute. And then otherwise, the else port will be true. And then does the statements that are between this left parentheses, right parentheses. And on the batch processing, this statements has to be in one line when you want to execute it there. And then these are some of the comparison operators that you're looking at it. So I made this one easy because if you're not sitting in front of a Windows operating system, you are using your cell phone or a laptop or something, I made it available for you on using this My Web University help PDF. So I wrote the entire help of this one, convert a Python program that whatever you have here, I just generate the entire list into a list of files, and then run commands that generated that help for it, and then convert it into a PDF file. And then I put this index.html file for it to just display you this nice kind of interface. So for whichever command you want, you don't have to be sitting in front of a Windows machine. You just type in, click on the if statement here, like Windows, you type or click something, it will give you an output. Here, this one will just give you the help on PDF, the one that we did here from command line. You say help F, and then this output is in a text format inside Windows. But if you're on a browser having internet access, all you have to do is come on my website, which is mywebuniversity.com/help PDF page. And then this page has an index of list of files. Then you can just get the same output from the command line. And I wrote this one in a combination of Python with a free PDF library generator, kind of giving the credit for the Windows operating system, that the help menu was available, and the list of documentation was part of the Windows. as well. I use Python programming, as well as I use the FPDF modules to generate this one. And now it's free of use for you to just go ahead, read it, download it, whatever you want to do with this. It's much easy for you to just be sitting in front of a computer that has internet access. All you need is a browser and internet, and then you can just get the entire help of Windows for free right here, like all this. So if you want to see the type command, for example, you click on the type. Similarly, that PDF file opens, and you have the same file for type command. So any of the commands that you're doing, basically, it gives you the output for it, and just undo the list. So some of them maybe I'm going to cover later, and then we're going to do, for example, one of the command we know we did xcopy. So xcopy is the last command, and you can just come in and read it from here. But if you're sitting in front of a Windows machine, you can just do the same thing here. Clear screen, say help xcopy. And then now you have the same information. And then here I'm showing you the PDF file version of it. Much easier to just browse it through and read it, and then practice it online or on a Windows machine in the commands. So this list, we're covering the if statement. In order to cover the if statement, I'm going to clear my screen here, show you some examples of it. And now we did this one. Let me go to C drive. I'm going to go to the demos, and then programs, and then batch. This is the directory where I have some examples of demo1 and demo2.batch script. So if I clear my screen and do a dir of this, you can see type f demo1.batch. And notice that when you do a type command on Windows, it just displays the content of a file. The file name is fdemo1. The extension of the file is .bat, which stands for batch scripting. So this is the actual commands that are going to be generating an output. So this is the echo off is going to just make sure that the echo statement is not going to display. But then set num1 is equal 5, it will set it. Then when num1 is equal 5, it will display that one, and echo the dollars percentage num percentage will just print the variable name num1, and then so on. So here I'm doing the if statement, which is the subject of this session that we're going to cover. The if statement, if has some kind of variable is equal, this equality symbol is matching two numbers. You can match two numbers or strings in the same way with the if statement. So the value of 1 is going to be 5 if this one is true. Otherwise, it's going to say then value is not, num1 is not equal to 5. Similarly, if num is set to 20, and then we're going to check and say only it's going to display in this case the else part, which is the num is not equal to 5. So now in order to run it, you can say f demo1 would run it the same way as f demo1.batch. Both ways you can run the program, and then because the extension is .batch, it automatically knows and that the extension is a batch script, so it will run it. The .exec.com and .batch, you don't have to give the extension name. You could just give the name of it. But if there are same file name with the three different extension, the one with the .com runs first, then the .exec, and then thirdly .batch. The order is important. So here we're running if demo1, and then it's going to say, well, the first case was 5, and so it says the number is 5. And when the number was 20, it just says the number is 20, and then it went to the else part, as you can see here. So that was the if statement for example 1. I'm going to show you the if statement for example 2, if demo 2.batch. And this one is very simple script that compares two strings. But notice the set/p, I'm just reading a prompt from the user, that the user writes his name. Whatever the name is passed on, it will be stored into the variable name, and then later on the variable name is dereferenced by this percentage name percentage, and then it's compared with this equality, which is double equal sign, against the string Wahid. And then this Wahid is also uppercase W, the rest of them are lowercase, so it's case sensitive. That match has to be exact, otherwise it's going to go to the else part, then it's going to say hi, the percentage name. So let's just run that one, if demo 2, and then I say please enter name. I say exactly the string, and it says the first string, that is hello Wahid, welcome back, and that's what it does. This time I'm going to run it and say lowercase Wahid, and it's going to say hi Wahid, because the W and did not match with the first character. That's why it came out in the else part. And similarly, if I run this one and say Bell Gate for the name, it does pick up the two words as first name and second name as one string, as argument 1 in this case, and then it's going to match it against, and it is going to be false because that was not matching the string Wahid, so it prints out hi Bill Gate. And similarly, if I run this one, say Wahid Lutfi, and one word is not going to match because the string Wahid Lutfi is not equal to the string Wahid in this case, and that way it's going to come to the else part that says hi Wahid Lutfi. The string was passed. So the if statement is very helpful. You're checking two condition, and then you're checking one or more condition. One or more condition meaning that this condition or Boolean expression that you can do as many other comparison, Boolean operator of and or kind of statement. If they are just return the result to true, then this is set of instruction will be executed. Otherwise, it's going to go to the else part. Okay, so that is the if statement. Again, if you need help, you just help F a statement and then read it from the Windows. And if you need it on the web, you just go on my website at my web university and just click on the if statement here. You could just get the man page or help commands, help output on the commands, the command if statement. Okay, so this is the if statement. Let's see what we have next. The make directory, MD and make directory, they're the same. Basically, this is a shorter version. This one is a shorter version, and then this one is a longer version in terms of name. Make dir and this. Similarly, like rename on ren and rename, or remove directory what RD. Like rmdir. So sometimes we have shorter names as well, like almost like similar to aliases, but we're going to cover mkdir and md. So the next command that I'm going to cover here, I'm going to say make directory. So help md, you can see that it is giving you a list of commands that you can cover here. So you can say make dir a b c d, it will create all of them. And then if you just say, for example, make dir new dir, it just created new dir here. And if I just want to say make dir new dir, and then a new dir nd, and then file dir1, it doesn't matter how many names you want to give it. Now the name of the new dir, you can see the new dir is there. And if I say dir new dir, and there's a slash s for subdirectory, it will show the subdirectory of the dir command also. So when you do dir slash s, meaning that show me the subdirectory of it also. And this is like similar to this new dir tree of it. Sorry, you have it in that format. You can say in ASCII format, you can see this type of this, and then if you just say /f for files, I'll also show it there in that format. So the directory of new dir by itself is not going to give you the subdirectories, but you can see for and there new dir parameter format not defined. Okay, so yeah, this is the DOS. So on DOS, you have to go slash backward slash. On Windows, you do backward slash. On Unix, you do forward slash. So I am still thinking I'm on Unix. You're not. So here, the dir1 is going to be displayed also. D1. So now I have done this, I could delete the directory. So let's just clear a screen and say rm dir, new dir. New dir is going to say this is not empty. So if I just say, okay, and D is the next one, it says, sorry, again, backward slash and D, this is not the, this. And then now if I just say the other directory that are after this one was some other directory, I don't remember. Let's just do dir here and then di1. So if I say rm dir, now I could say new dir slash nd slash di1 is going to delete it because the last directory was empty. And now if I just do dir of this, it just says this is there. Similarly, I can do a new dir, and then I can do rm new dir slash nd, and that would be another rm dir. Rm is a Unix command. Sometimes I have to remember where I'm at. Let me just clear my screen here. And the dir, so I'm going to say rm dir, or just a short version rm directory, new dir, and then whatever the directory of that one was. Since this one is not empty, I'm going to say new dir, and then inside that one was nd, so I'm going to say nd. Now that one is deleted. Now I could say rm dir, new dir, and that will be deleted. Now we don't have that directory, anything here and that I want. So remember, we typed in help make dir like this. It shows you whether you do MD on lowercase or uppercase. I mean, with shorter form or longer form, you still have this make dir command. And then similarly with changing the directory and everything. So at this time, if I just do it in one shot rather than doing it a number of them, I could say make dir and then a slash b slash c slash d. Now directory of a slash s, you can see I just created all these directories. And then clear a screen 3 slash a of a, then you can see that under the a directory is b and c and d. Similarly, directory of a slash subdirectory will show you in details of with the timestamp, everything that are there. So I'm going to just run this command. I'm sorry, clear screen, this other command here with 3. And then and this time I'm going to say, rm dir a, but I don't want to, if I do a, it's going to say empty. It's not empty, so I'm going to say slash s. Now it's going to prompt me, say, do you want to delete the subdirectory? Since I know I want to delete them and I don't need them, I say yes. Now if I just run the above command, that 3 is going to say that file does not exist since it is not there anymore. Okay, so that covers make directory and MD in general there. And then if you are looking for the make directory command from the help here, you have to just do like right here, click on it, MD for make directory, and then you will see the PDF file as well here. the same PDF file that we were looking at there. It's really nice that you have this one on a browser, so you don't have to be sitting in front of a machine to start learning. The next command that I'm going to cover is more command, more and move. So let's say the more command, help. More is just basically show you one page at a time of a list of commands. So if I just say directory here, and then let's say help, this command is, you can see it is going more than one screen at a time. So I could say help 5 more. Now it stops with this more at the end of it. And one screen at a time, I can go through the list. So if I just say directory of C:/ Windows, notice that this directory is so huge. It's gonna go in 2 pages. But if I type in more next to it, and then it's gonna stop one screen at a time. That way I can see it. And then if I just do the same command with /s, /s show me the subdirectories. This is going to be for everything under the Windows. So this is going to be really, really long. And then with the more, you can go through them there. And then the more is also helpful for just opening a file that is large enough for something to display it. So for example, let's say I say directory of, let's just say help and then greater sign, and I'm just saying that help.txt. So now notice that type help.txt is gonna just display it, all of it, but then I say pipe more, and it's gonna just do one page at a time. You don't have to use the type. You can just say more help.txt, since help.txt is a file, it opens it same format. So instead of running 2 commands, you just run 1 command. Basically, don't do this type help and then 5 more. Just do more help.txt. That would be 1 command. A lot of people they do from time to time those things. It's okay to do it, but sometimes you just could give the computer a break when you can, and just don't create more work for a computer to do when it's not necessary. So the move command is the next one. Move command help move. Basically, move is also gonna move one file with another name. So you're gonna rename a file, whatever is the source, you want to change it to a target. Sometimes you move it from one location to another one. So the move command, it takes 2 arguments, source and destination. The destination is where you want to put it and under what name. And these are the flags or option that you have. So inside here, there's also move somewhere here. You see the more is there, and then the move is here. Actually, not this is the other page. So right here on the PDF file, the move is somewhere here. If you don't find it, just Control F for it and type in move, and then you will see it right here. And then that is for the PDF version of the document. So you're welcome to just read them online. The next thing that we covered was more, and then Control F, more of that page. So let me just type in more, and more is right here, and then you can just open it there. Okay, if you want to show some of your loyalty or some support on my YouTube channel, or just making sure that what you're learning, you appreciate it, it's good that you could just go and join the channel and subscribe it, and then make some comments and add some kind of suggestion, so I can improve it based on your needs. As well as you could go to the website like here, and then maybe if you could order something that is benefit you, you get some discount, whether it's a book or some shoes or something. And that website has a lot of Google kind of banner and advertisement that you can maybe take advantage of it if it is benefiting you. But you don't have to do it if you don't see any value for you. Basically, I'm not getting anything in return that much. So far, zero. So let's just go to the next one that I'm going to cover on the command list. So we covered more and move. Oh, move, I'm going to give you examples. So here I'm going to do a clear screen and do a directory. So if I say directory and I say dir.txt, I just created that dir.txt here. So I can say move a dir.txt and say dir1.txt. Now I just renamed it by naming move. So I could move it to a different location. For example, I say move dir1.txt to the c:/temp /temp. I think the /temp has it, and so now I just moved it to temp, that directory, and I could just say move it back from right here. dir1 doesn't exist, so I can say move c:/temp dir1.txt back here with a dot, meaning that this is the source, this is the destination with the same name when you put a dot. So now you have that dir1.txt is there. And then you could also move it with a different name by just give it the dir1.txt to Wahid.txt, and then now Wahid.txt is there. But you don't have to use the move command to rename it. You can use the ren command, Wahid.txt to dir1.txt, or you can say now it's back to dir1, or rename, that's also on the same thing, dir1.txt to Wahid.txt. So you can just use ren, rename, it will just do that one, okay? So that was for the move command. Let's see what we have here for and the next command, which is move popd, and then print and prompt and pushd. So I'm gonna just cover popd and pushd together. This command popd and this command pushd will be covered together because they are the opposite of one another one. On the pushd, you push into the top of the stack, and pop, you're gonna pop from the top of from the end of the stack. So you push in the last item in the stack, and then you pop the last item from the stack. So that's how the push and pop works, similar to like a stack. So here we are going to just say push d c:/demos/demo/programs. So if I just push those directory, basically I just went from this directory into this directory. And then if now I say popd, I just went back to my previous directory here. But if I just say push d and then say c:/demo, now notice that I got from here to this. Now if I pop, this one will be popped, this I will be dropped back to the push batch directory, pop and d. And then now I'm dropped there. So now if I say popd, it does not make any sense because I have nothing on the stack. So I'm going to be staying there. But if I say push d, and then I'm just going to say, for example, c:/demo, now I'm going to do a push d onto programs, and then another push d into batch. The reason I did it 3 times push d to show you that whenever I pop on d, I'm going to get out of the last one that I was I pushed it into the top of the stack. So now if I do pop d, I'm gonna go on the programs directory. And then if I go pop d again, I'm gonna be going to the programs to demo directory. The next time I do a pop d, I'm gonna be back onto my bash script. Next time I do it, nothing happens. I'm on the top of the stack. So that's how push and pop works. I hope you understand that. And help push D is gonna give you this instruction here saying push and then the path, and then you're pushing into the top of the stack, and help pop D and it's going to be similar. You're popping from the top of the stack. And then here on the website, let me just do Control F, push D. So push D is right here, and then you could see the PDF file. If you are in front of a browser, internet access, visit mywebuniversity.com, help PDF, and then get the help on it online. You don't need to be sitting in front of a Windows machine to read the PDF file. Similarly for PopD, Control F here, and then say Pop D, and then right here is the PDF file, and you just get those list of 63 commands or whatever list of commands that are on the help. I just generated the PDF file for you. Okay, so that is covering those two. Let's just cover the next one. Print a statement and prompt. So print a statement is this one. Print is just printing a file. So like LPR command on Unix or Linux. So on print a statement, normally if you just go on anything, you just go file print, you just print it and select this file and then print it onto the printer, give the printer name. But on the command prompt, when you do it, when the old days, when DOS operating system was there was no menu, nothing. And so there was no graphic kind of screen. You had to run the print command, and then followed by the file name and the printer name and so on. So you type in help print, I'm sorry, not printf, print a statement, help print a statement. You can see basically it says that print what device you're printing it from name and what is the name of the file. And then specify a print device, you just give the name of the printer name, and then the file name also that you want to print. Okay, so and that is the print command. Prompt is just the prompt of the shell. So if I just say echo percentage prompt percentage, this one is going to be pointing to $P, $G. This is basically $P is this path. And then $G is this greater sign, and this G means greater sign. So if you type in help prompt, you can see that these are the kind of variables that are used. And then the ampersand, if you want to make your prompt with the ampersand, you do $A. And as you can see, $P and $G is also here. $P current path drive, and $G was the greater symbol. And then if you want to print $, is there. If you want to use a space, you can do $S uppercase. So all of these options are there. For piping is $B, and so on. So if you want to just play around with the prompt, basically you use your prompt here and say set, and then prompt is equal, and then at this time you could just say, for example, let's say you want to say get the window, the Unix $, kind of things. Now watch my $, command. Even though I type in directory here and say help prompt, it is all that same syntax, but clear screen is Windows. It's still this $, prompt is just setting my prompt. But if I want to just go back to my original prompt, $P, $G, $P and $G, and this is uppercase, and then now it changed it to a Windows prompt here. So anytime you change the prompt, and because set and then find string /I, and then look for prompt, so you can see that this is set. Even if I say set the prompt here, let's say set prompt is equal, and the uppercase prompt is different than lowercase, so be careful not to just say, well, I set it and it's not looking okay. Now if I just say $, now I set the prompt, but now the thing is that if I do this find command that I did here earlier, it says that it's pointing to this. That's why it is doing this. But if I just exit out of this one, as soon as I come back here and open another command prompt, my global variables already set with the set command. You see, set, and then find a string and then /i prompt. So this is already set to $$G. No matter what you set it, you just have to know that this is set globally, and it will come back to your profile setting. This set list is all variable that are defined globally, and prompt is one of them. Okay. So let's clear the screen here and then go to the prompt, and then the prompt again here. If there's any help on it that we have, Control F and look for prompt, and then right here it is there, and just get the PDF version of it. It's available for you online. The reason I'm showing you the online is because it's at the luxury of just having internet access, and then being on the internet, you can just go to a website, and then as if you're sitting in front of a Windows machine. But the nice thing about this website that I did this one also for the Linux manual pages, which is more than 6,000 commands. All of this, section 1 through section 9, are all available in a PDF format for you. So you're welcome to just learn Linux and Unix. And notice that there's, for each section, I just did this. So if you're looking for watch, $19 watch, that's good. $3, whatever that one is, a charger or something for it, or cover. Those are nice stuff. So then section 3 is there, and then section 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them, and then all the way to the section 9. And notice how big is this? 6,600 something money, a number of files. Okay. So let me just go back to the help of PDF files for Windows, because we're discussing Windows, but I showed you on the website. You are welcome to get that one. On top of it, if you are looking for more help on this one, let me show you another page, manual pages, man_pages. This one is about 66,000 technical documentation for Mac OS X, Linux, Solaris operating system, Windows operating system, and Windows PowerShell. So this is already there. The Windows help in this one is HTML version of it. So it is just the same thing that you're looking at it. And instead of having it in a PDF file, I'm just generating it in an HTML file, which is really nice for you to just start learning, and then the commands are all available. So for example, Xcopy, you can see it is all here with the examples and everything. And then also, if you're interested to learn PowerShell, then this is your section that you can go and get all the help there, about more than 2,000 or 3,000 commands that are there. So for any of them, like get disk, you just click on it and you see the examples and everything from a command that is going to show you here. Let me go back to the help on this one. Again, this one, if you're interested in learning Solaris, for example, the operating system, which is very unique operating system in terms of BSD based operating system, and then I have about 13,000 manual pages here. So you're welcome to read any of them, and then you just click on whatever command that you're running, and then get the output and start reading it. This is kind of a developer's dream for you to just get the resource you need. At the time that I was in school, we didn't even have a book to just look at. We had to borrow books from the libraries and everything. But then nowadays, everything is online for free. And then especially I made these ones for students that they cannot afford to buy books. So everything, I made it in a PDF format or HTML format. So you can just go and online and learn it without just paying for every PDF file or every book separately. Sometimes as a student, it's really difficult to just afford those books. So let's just go with, and this is my website for my web university that I'm posting all these videos online. On this website, I also have a book available for you for free, which is Unix and Linux operating system. It has about 8 chapters. On each chapters, I'm covering a lot of stuff. So basic Unix, intermediate Unix, advanced levels, shell programmings. You're welcome to watch the videos. For each of these videos, I have covered the entire chapter in like these nice tables with more examples of it, and as well as these videos that is already on YouTube that you can watch them and learn them online. For example, if you want to just learn the G core section, you just go to this advanced port 8 of 8, this one. And then for each row, there's one video here. And then if you're just looking at it online, you're welcome to read it by the examples as well here. I'm showing you example by example here. There's a lot of documentation, nice stuff for you. You're welcome to learn it. And then on top of it, if you just say, well, this is great, I want to just do some more on this one. Some of them, maybe you could even run the command like a lsof command. And then here, I'm just giving you the output of the commands here. And then you say, okay, what if I just want a man pages for it? And like I showed you that manual pages on a PDF file, now you can also get it in HTML file here. This is like a list of open on files on the command. So if you just say, what about printf statement? And there's, can I get the help? Yes. What about Python? Can you get Python help? Yes. Can you get GCC? Yes. Any Linux or Unix or commands that you run on a Linux operating system, I provide you the full PDF version or HTML version documentation for you to start reading it in a nice format and enjoy it, and just to do best at your work and at your school. So this is another thing that I'm going to show you here for the topic tonight, because I don't want to get too much out of this picture. I wanted to show you the website also that has so many resources for you, so you can enjoy it and learn it as well. But before we get too much out of the topic of tonight, let me get back here on the help PDF, and I go back to the next example, which was we covered prompt and push D. We already covered. We're going to cover RD. Remove directory, and then remove and then rename. So these are all kind of like very similar commands that remove directory. So if I say make dir test, and then I say rm, now directory test is created, I could say rm the directory test, and it was deleted. So clear screen, cd to demos, sorry, cd to demo, cd to programs. Notice that I type in P in lowercase, doesn't matter because Windows converted in uppercase. So cd to right here on this demo, if I just say make directory test, and then I say dir of test, and then say remove directory test, it just does it. Now directory test doesn't exist. But if I say make directory test one, now I do the dir test one is there. And then if I say remove directory test one, it is the same thing as rm dir one. So clear screen, make directory. This time instead of md, I'm saying test one. Now directory of test one is there, rm and dir test one. That is similar to our rm directory. So help rm directory, it is going to just show you the shorter version and then the longer version. Similarly, help make directory, it's the longer version and then the shorter version. And this is the longer version, okay? So those are the commands. The next command that we were going to cover was we did remove directory, rem as which is kind of the screen help. Rem is renaming record comment. Oh, this is remark for the part of the jobs. When you want to write a comment, you could say remark. This is a test. A test that's on inside your batch script. You could put remark for it will be ignored by the command line, and so it will not be showing there. Similarly, like pound on Python is a command or double slash on CSS or slash on C and Java and other ones, or C sharp, C++ or Java is /s, and then for multi-line comments, something like that. So those are comments, and this rem is also common. So let's see what other things we have here. Remove directory, rename. Ren and rename are the same command. So short version is help ren is just a shorter version, and longer version is rename. So if I just say directory and then just create this file called test.txt, and now I say rename test.txt to wahid.txt. Now I just created wahid.txt. And then this time I say rename the longer version wahid.txt, put it back as test.txt. It just does it now. Wahid.txt doesn't exist, but directory of test.txt is there. So ren and rename are equivalent to each other. So now let's see what is the next command. The next command is rename and then replace. Replace is just sometimes you could replace like in the files on different location, and then if the file is older than the newer, you could do it. It's kind of like almost similar to sometimes when you do CVS kind of things for subversion control, and then other ones you could change, keep a current version versus another version. So help replace, and then you can see that the syntax is replaced in the file and directory. So if I just want to do all of this directory, just want to copy everything here, and then just to the temp directory. So clear screen directory of this, and then I say replace star.start, and then /a, and then for archiving, and then so notice that option of help replace, and then some argument that's /a to add, not archiving, to add it, and then S is for subdirectories, and PS to prompt it, and so on. So if I just want to add it here, I could say replace star.start to C:temp. If I do this one, it's not going to do anything. Look, temp is C:temp does not have this directory. But now if I just provide the /a for add, and then /a, this one will just add those files there. since those were the files that I wanted to do, directory of C colon slash temp, now those .txt file were just added. And if I just wanted to go everything here, I could just say do all of that with /s and then C colon temp. Now it will sorry, not /s is a little bit above that one. Clear screen, clear screen, and then /s and then star and then C colon slash temp. So invalid parameter help replace. Let me see what is that parameter to get replace only files. S replace all files, subdirectories of the destination directory cannot use with the /a. So /a cannot be used. That's why. So you just take this /a out, and it will just copy all of them. And then apparently it looks like the directory is only copying those ones, and then await resources, replace it, and then prompt replace. I'm just wondering what is the option here to just use updated switch. You can also do update if there's any changes to it. Source files cannot be this. Wait for it, and then /r is replace read-only files as unprotected. Add new switches to destination directory cannot use the /s or u. So so let me just delete C. I'm gonna cd to the temp directory, temp directory here, and then say delete the star, and then we say yes, clear screen directory here, and then now I'm gonna copy not copy, replace C colon slash let's just do it from users, Wahid, and then programs, and then Python. I want to just copy everything here to right here, the current directory. So no files found, and then I'm going to do, and instead of this, I'm going to say star, and then current directory. This is not going to show it because I did not provide the /add option here. And /add option would do it. Let me just do this shift and then /a, and then that would just copy all of it. So when you want to copy the entire thing here, notice the files and everything are copied there, all the Python files here. So I could delete 5 more, and then right here .atoms is a directory, it copies that one as well. So if I just do this one without the /a and then do the subdirectory, and then so let me just clear the screen here, and then just run this command here, and then just instead of this one, I'm going to say /s, and then this keyboard is giving me a headache. Let me just type in this command here, replace this. Okay, this, and then I'm going to do shift and insert, and then just change this one to S. Notice that this time it's going to copy the subdirectories as well, and then the files, all of them are there. So I'm going to delete everything because I don't need it, and say that's fine. Now and just the directory.atom is there also with the subdirectories. I could delete that one also. The way you do that one, rm directory.atom, and then /s subdirectory included. Now it's going to be gone. All of it is empty. We already covered the remove directory also. So the next command is remove directory, which I just did another example. Robocopy is just copying files, and then robo copy. Sorry, there's one O here. robocopy. So this one is, let me just do a pipe more. Look at the number of options that is there, almost like similar to scopy and commands that are you can do with remote files. So you can do files, robust file copy. That's what robocopy stands for, robust copy. It's not like a robot, it is just robust. It's similar to scopy of Unix and Linux. And these are the options for the copying of subdirectories, empty directories, and so on. So all of these options are there. And then the robocopy is kind of like a lot more to just show a lot of these examples. And I don't think there's any reason for us to do robocopy on a Windows commands unless there's a need for it. But notice that the argument that are there is source and destination. And the source and destination is basically could be a local file or remote files. So source is source directory. You just specify the path to the source, and destination, the destination directory. But the source and destination could be also on a different drive. And so that's why I was saying that it's almost like command, similar to command like scopy. And previous command that we were doing, like replace, almost like our sync kind of things here. So there's some kind of equivalent commands for these ones on Unix and Linux, and then you're welcome to just practice them based on your needs. I'm not going to go through too many examples on any of these commands, otherwise the video will go forever. So let me just go to the next topic, which is rename, replace, or copy SC. SC is going to give you the services console, and then that one is a very helpful command. Sometimes you can say service console start and then the name of the service, and then sometimes you can do a query on the service console. So you can do a query, for example, a C query command, you can get a list of all the services that are running. And with this command, you're welcome to just use the find string here, find string /i, and then just say, for example, service underscore name, and just get all the list of all the service name there. And then you can just say, for example, SC query, and then status, and then name of the service, WLAN C. Sorry, query. And then let's say Windows management, this one, and see, and that query you could do that one. And then here with the SC command, you could say help SC. You have options of querying them also by just running these other commands, whether the status is query or start or pause or stop or whatever commands you want to just get out of it. For example, if you want to start that service, you could just say SC and then start and then the name of the service, or stop the service and so on. And then there's delete and control, show and so on. So let's say you're interested on the status. If you don't see it on the help, this one, find string is your friend, you say I, and then status, and then you just see in the query to get the status here. So that's how you do query. And then the name of the service that is followed for it. Like we were just looking at one of them, Windows management query. And then when you do query, it gives you the status and it says it's running, state is running. If it is pending or something, you could do that one. And you could also, let me just do this, clear screen, and you could do also like, and instead of just do this and say, just search for state. That would just say that whatever query is running. So at this time, I'm going to do this command, sc, and then query, and then find string /i, and then go state. This one will give you the status of all the jobs that are there for the service. So the services. And if you want both of them, the name of the things, you could do like an or statement here. Say whether it's running or not. Here we look for the service name. I think it was service name, yeah. And then you could just get the service name and then pipe it into a work class in a bash script or PowerShell and just get the status of each one of them separately. That's when you need to write the scripts for it. So I see a scheduled task. A scheduled task is when you're running batch jobs. Clear screen. It's almost like cron jobs or add jobs on Unix. So help schedule task. And then basically you're scheduling a task to run it at a certain time of a day when certain condition is true or something. And then almost like a batch or cron jobs on Unix. So here a cron job, not batch jobs. And so schedule task, and you could just get a list of options. Run is to run it, end it, and create it, and delete it, queries. So all of that one is here. Let's just go to the next one, set command. Set is also very simple. You set a variable to say set x is equal 5, and then now say equal percentage x and percentage x. You will just get the difference of the value. Set by itself, it's going to show you all the profiles. So if you we changed already the prompt, you can say also set name is equal Wahid. And then you just now you say equal and dollars percentage name percentage. It will just do that one, as well as if you want to just prompt it, like for example, set /s and then name is equal, and you say please enter your name, and then that one is going to prompt it. But notice that this /s was there. Let me just see the syntax on the demo programs, cd to batch, and then more fdemo2.batch. So notice the /p was /p. I believe I used the other command there, but it might be as a result of yeah, slash, not as /p. I meant that one, and then I wrote /s /p name is equal. Please enter your name, and then say this. Now say Wahid, and then now say echo $, percentage name percentage. It will say Wahid. And if you run the set command again and say, let's say David Thomas, you just write the coolest man on the surface of earth name, and David Thomas, my friend. And so you could say set /p name. Please enter the name. Now you say echo $, name, percentage name. It is there as David Thomas. So that is set command, and then shutdown is very helpful command. Normally you shut down from the command prompt. You just click here, you just say shut down to power off the machine, or restart to reboot it, or sleep. This is all command lines, but all the it's from a start menu. But if you say help shut down on Windows now is a command that you can also run. And then shutdown /r, for example, reboot the system, and all these options are there. Like a full shutdown, restart the computer /r. And then sometimes you can put a grace period to say how long it's going to wait. But usually you do these ones on a operating system that you just or administrating as administrator. You're not doing it on a local PC. So shutdown is very useful command if you do it for multiple operating systems, and you can just do it all automatic from command lines, rather than sitting in front of each machine and doing the power shutdown and so on. So those are options that you can practice as well. And then the next command I'm going to look at is sort. Sort is also going to sort files, basically help sort and sort the content of it. And And sometimes you could just get the numbers and sort them. Sometimes you and just sort the directory listing and so on. So there's a few things about sort directory. You can just say sort and then automatically sort it in alphabetical order. But there's options of how you want to sort it. So sort in ascending order, descending order, all of that one, reverse option /R, and then locals and memory kilobytes and all that options that are here. You can practice and the sort command here as well. And then the directory directory by in general is there, and directory alt:D. This also sorts it in descending order, so the latest one are there. So directory sort, you could just get the sorting order of that one as well. I just have to move fast. Sorry, it is too many of these ones in one session. It would be too long. The start command is just very useful. You can start, let's say, start notepad. So if you just run that one, you just open a notepad. You can also run just by notepad itself. Is going to do that one, and the start calculator, or just type in calc here. So executable file name by call or start, or just the exact of it. You can say call calc will do the same thing, or just say calculator here and just calc, it will do that one, and then start would do that one. So many ways to just spawn off this program. If it is a batch script, you say start fdemo1.batch, then it's going to just run it in a sub shell. It open another shell and run it and execute it. Call fdemo1.batches, and that batch script will be called and it will be executed there. So call, start, and all of that one is going to help you as well. If you are having a PDF file like this one, you could just say start the name of the PDF file, then it will open it. So and like, for example, let's say I go on the outside of this one, users Wahid directory start.pdf. I don't have anything. Downloads, and now directory start.pdf. I could say start and then this unicode.pdf file for Unicode, and just opens up that file there. And then so start this, and I'm gonna go just open it there. And then I'm going to just go to the next command, which is we cover the start system information. System information is very important command. System info by itself is going to run the entire system information, and it is going to tell you the amount of memory you have, the amount of CPUs, the number of CPUs that you have, what type of processor speed you have, and how many gigs of memory and everything. So you can do this system information with more, and it's going to just one page at a time. You can see that it shows Microsoft Windows 10 version, the build version, and then the type of processor that we have, everything. But if you just are interested on that information, you can do find string and then /I and then OS name. So that would just show you the operating system in detail. And then similarly, if you just say memory, and then you just get the memory information. And then similarly, if you want to say CPU, if there's anything with the CPU, it will give you that one, but it is not. So I'm going to say the model. That would just give me the AMD processor type, because I know my model is AMD 64 processor, and it's at 3.1 gigahertz speed. So that is system information. And let me just go back here on this rename. We did that one. Sorry, I'm on the wrong screen. So we did the system info, task kill, and task list. Task kill and task list, I'm going to cover those two together. It is very good to be together. So help task list will give you the list of all the tasks that are running, and then help task kill will just show you how to kill the task. So if I say start, let's say start calc, and then now I just started the calculator, and I'm gonna move this calculator on the side here. Actually, let's put it on the top here, and then we just are gonna run this command. Let's just resize this window so you know that the calculator is on this side right here. And then by doing this, this is calculator, and I'm gonna move this window a little bit lower here, clear screen. And then I'm gonna say task list, and then task list will just give you all the tasks that are there. But notice that I'm going to look for one of the tasks that is, the name is called find a string, and then /I, and then we say calc. So the name is calc. Notice the process ID of that one is basically here, 8700. So I'm gonna say task kill /PID is equal 8700. 8700. And let's see, task kill /PID. So help task kill, and remind myself on the PID, and then you don't have the equal sign. So that's why. And you can also do the instant kind of name, whatever is the message or the module name. In this case is the image name. So calc.exact would be there. So in this example that we did here, we could say PID 8700, and that would not kill it, send termination signal. So I'm going to do -F for force, and -F, and then /PID, and then by 8700, that would kill it. So that did it. And then just to show you another way, you could say start a notepad. So now this one is saying this is a test. I'm just not saving it yet. I'm gonna leave it right here, and this time I'm gonna say task list, and then find find string /I and notepad. So now notice the notepad has this process ID. I could just kill it two ways. I could say task kill /force /PID, and then give the number 1992, and it will kill it. But again, if I just do the same thing, start notepad, this time I'm going to just leave it here, and then say go ahead, run the find command to find the notepad, and then I have to just close the brace. It already closed it for me, so I could just say task kill, and there was another option, and instead of the /PID, I could say image and name, and then the name of the fit is notepad.exec, and it did close it. Okay, so that's how task list can, by itself, task list give you all the list of the tasks that are running. You have to know which one you want to kill and which one to want to close, and then you can do task kill. Time is very easy command, help time, basically give you the time. So time of the day, if you say time, it is going to prompt you the time, and if you just change it, you can change it, but you don't have to. You say time /T, it will not prompt you. It will just tell you the time /T, it will give you the actual time. It will not prompt you for time. Title is very easy. Title help. Title is going to change the title of your window here. So if I say title, and then I say advanced Windows command line options, whatever you want to do here, you see this one is already changed to advanced Windows command prompt options. Unfortunately, it's a little bit small. I could make it big, but we just are going to have a bigger screen here. If I just do this, and then you can see that this is the title and that is there. So let me just go back to the size that we want to change the title to 36. And then I'm gonna cover the next command, which is title. We covered 3 command. So with 3 command, you can see clear screen. 3 by itself is going to give you a list of the trees, but if you want to see /A, it's going to give you an ASCII format. Clear screen. 3 /? Is going to give you the options. /F for files. If you want to see the files that are there also, you could do /F and it will go there. But notice that this kind of like a digital format is not going to be nice looking, so you could do /A for ASCII format and it will just do that, and it will list it. You don't have to go on the current directory, you can just specify a path to it. So clear screen, you could say C:/Windows, and then you can see the entire Windows directory here. Okay, and then if you want to say system32 directory there, you can get the list of all the DLL and executable files on the Windows 32. So 3 is very helpful command to get a list of the files in a 3 format. Let's look at the next one, which is right here after the 3 command is type. Type is very easy command also. Is similar to cat command on Windows, Unix. So type the name of the file, like whatever file you have here, directory.txt, you could say type, and then since there's a spaces here, I'm going to put a code here, and then now it will open that file in a text format. So that is a large file, so you can display any file with type, and then if I do a pipe more, it will just do 1 page at a time. And if I just say I'm having enough, I just read it, and I could go back to demos, clear screen, cd to demo/programs, and then let's say I'm going to go to PowerShell directory, PowerShell, and then say the same command, type fdemo2.ps1, ps1. So that is just showing you that PowerShell command there. And if I say type fdemo1.ps1 and fdemo2.ps1, so this is just showing both of those scripts. You can type as many files as you want in that format. So if I say dir here and I say dir dir.text, and now I can just do this command and then do dir.text also. Notice all 3 files are showing there. And then if I have like thousands of files, let's say directory of C:/Windows and then Windows.dir, I could see this file is larger. Now I can just say, also show me Windows.dir. I can do that one, and it sees the content of this one. If I want to see 1 page at a time, so it prompts me, I could do that one also. Okay, so type is there. Since I don't need those files, I'm going to say remove. Actually, let's just get into the that command. I think there's some part here. We may have the command delete command. We already covered it. RM command is the Unix version of delete. So I'm going to just use the delete command here. And then here we say del dir.text, and then dir.text will be gone. Del windows.text .dir, and then it is there, gone. So help del for delete, it's going to give you the option, and if you want to do subdirectories as well, you do /s. Oops, sorry, I just keep opening this one. I don't need to open that one. So the next one is 3 type var and volume. These are very easy commands. So help var show you the version of the Windows, and you just type in help var. Again, if you're looking for the PDF version of this, Control F, ver, and then just click on this one. It will give you the version PDF file. Similarly, for the volume, you could do the volume here, Control F, volume, and then just click on the vol, and then it shows you the volume. So the volume command is also very easy. On Windows, you just type in vol, and it will just tell you that you're on a C drive volume, which is this one. Okay. Version, it's going to show you the version. CMD also shows you the version that you're there. But when you type in CMD one time, you just have to exit out of that one to go back to the main shell. When's assessment tool? When's assessment tool is a command that you're running on with administrator privilege. So if you say when's assessment tool here, it's not going to run any command. It's just going to give you this. But when you just open a command prompt with administrative privilege, you right click here, say run as administrator. Now you can run Windows assessment tool with this privilege. You see that administrator, and we'll drop off on the C Windows directory. So if I maximize this window and say when's assessment tool, when's assessment tool, it will run it, but then you just have to put the question mark is the options. And normally, and the options are very easy. You just give the disk name or the CPU name or memory or something. You just and these are multiple option for examples, and then also on the details or some of them or run here with -V for verbose. And then if you want to put it into an XML file, you can give it the XML file to save it to, and then query format and so on. So just to show you a screen, when's assessment tool, let's say disk. For the disk information, you can get that one, and then similarly you can get it for the CPU, similarly for other ones. So you're only allowed to run one Windows assessment tool per command shell that you open, because it opens certain files and locks it for you. And then if you just run the second one while this one is running, it will tell you you have to wait for it so you can run the output there. It's a little bit intensive kind of details that it reads it, especially if you do it with the -V for verbose option. So this is just basically generating all this data right now, and you can save it also in the XML file. I've already made some video specific to when's assessment tool, Windows assessment tool, and then you're welcome to watch those ones. And you have these other options that you can run as the arguments are shown here. And right here is the detail of it. So you can say like memory or CPU, and then it will just give you the CPU information as well. And similarly, like memory. There's all these kind of options. Memory is not an option, but mem is. So you can do a mem for the 3 characters and letters. So let's see what is the next command. I'm going to cover the next command, which is WMIC. This one is deprecated, so we don't have to cover this one. And as you can see here, Windows help on Windows IMC. MIC, not IMC. Clear the screen. Help on Windows MIC. That one is basically says that this one is deprecated, so which are available. Look at all the options that are there. You can even get BIOS settings and everything, but there's a equivalent commands that you could do, like when there's assessment tools and other stuff that you do, and depending on what you're looking for each one of those commands, there's other commands to get the details of it there. So the next command I'm going to cover was xcopy, I believe it was. Let me just see what it is. Xcopy. Xcopy is very useful command also. On the old days when we were in school, you had to copy files from one directory or one compilers to a floppy disk for your program files, and sometimes it didn't fit in one place. So sometimes you just have like a bunch of files, and then a trip command, a trip star will show all the files that are attributed or set. And then if I go to, let's say, Windows directory, and then say attrib star, you can see all the archive attributes are set. So when you do the copy command, normally for backup, if you copy this file, the attribute will be unset. So then the xcopy has option to say, change the archive bit, and then when you are copying these files, on the old days, it would not fit on one floppy disk. Then you have to put it on a second floppy disk. Then you go with /option of /m option to put it on /s for subdirectories and so on. So clear the screen, help xcopy, and you can see that there's a lot of options. For example, I was just talking about /m option, which is going to just set the archive bit. Once it copies the files, the next file is going to just automatically knows that when you put the next floppy, where to start off copying. The file that has already been copied, the archive bit is unset. And so that's why you do that one with the option of archive bit. And then on /s is for subdirectories and so on. You can see it here, but I'm going to show you an example of just this. Let's say I want to say directory star.exec. It's a lot of these ones. I'm going to just say xcopy star.exec to c:/temp. So let's say I copy this one, and you can see that it's copied all of them there. And then now the archive bit obviously is there, but I'm not going to worry about those ones. I could just start copy directory c:/temp. All of them are there. Delete c:/temp star.exec. And so now directory of c:. Remember the delete command, we covered it, so now it's gone. But if I just want to copy everything here, it will be a while if I just copy it. I'm going to say, let's say copy this temp directory that are here. So I'm going to say copy xcopy as temp /star/s to c:/temp. So this one is basically copying everything on the temp directory, including subdirectory. Now I'm going to go to the temp directory, and I just do this. Now notice the temp directory with this subdirectories are all copied here. And this is the subdirectory. So I'm going to delete everything here, delete the star. I'm going to say yes, and then this is gone. But this is the subdirectory that is not empty. So the delete only copies the files. If I want to just delete the files with including the subdirectory, I say this, and then I'll say, yeah, are you sure? I say yes. So now the directory of 66 content is not empty yet. So I'm going to say rm directory, and then /s, and then a star here, and then say yes, go ahead, delete it. Now that's done. Let me just see cd66, what is inside here. Directory 66, and then this is not empty, so it is just the directory is empty. I'm saying rm directory, and just specify the path to name of that directory. Because it's empty, it will just delete it, and now it's nothing there. Okay, so that is the xcopy. And then just to show you on my website, the xcopy is also here. For example, somewhere on this one right here. Xcopy, and you just look at the PDF file as well here. And you're welcome to just make some comments on this video, and I'm going to post it. Please make sure that you join the website, so you are welcome to watch more of this kind of videos when you want to. Thanks for your time. Take care. Have a good one. Bye-bye.